everyone, my name is Emerald Guardian from Emerald Guardian Productions, and this year we have another RWBY reaction, this time to the new Blake character short. I actually have already seen it once, early, because I was away all this past weekend at Fan Expo Canada, which is probably like the big convention, probably the biggest that we have here in Canada, in Toronto, and the cast of RWBY was there. And they had a panel, and they showed it to us early on Friday, so I got to see it then. It wasn't the best picture quality, though, because of where I was sitting in the room, so I'll probably pick up on more details now watching again for this reaction video. But I just did want to let you guys know that I have seen it once before, live, at the convention. So that was pretty cool, though. Also, as you can see, I'm wearing the new Jean shirt right now, that came in, and my Beowulf vinyl also came in the mail the other day, which is pretty cool. It's pretty big compared to, the other vinyl figures of, Team RWBY. I also have the, limited edition, Yang figure coming as well, so hopefully that'll come soon. Anyway, might as well jump right into the short and see how this goes. Okay, here we go. Still love all the animation. Looks so good. There's Blake. All the fish.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Why'd you join the White Fang?
Same reason as you.
Pre-Volume 1 flashback.
But why fight when
With
I pass
Ilia?
for human?
I also found
okay.
out the other day,
You're not the first person to ask.
for the first time realizing that Ilia,
I know I look
is,
just like any other human girl.
the voice actress,
For years.
is the same one who plays
While I
Lucy
was raised.
in
We lived in Manitoba
Fairy
with
Tale,
the other fauns
and
working the mines.
Asuna in
My parents wanted something better for me.
Sword Art Online.
They managed to enroll me in an Atlas prep school. Imagine that. A little faunus girl from Mantle going to the City of Dreams.
Yeah, that wouldn't be
Felt
good.
like a princess. But I had to follow a set of rules.
Look at that slow motion walk. It's Faunus McCree.
No bringing
I'm kidding.
friends home, no talking about my parents, and absolutely, under no circumstances, was I allowed to change colors. No one could know I was a faunus.
That sounds terrible.
It wasn't. It was confusing at first, but it wasn't hard. Especially if it meant being an Atlas. Sometimes the other girls would say things about the faunus. That they were animals, that they were dirty, or they lied.
A lot of those switchblade-like knives
I'd
on
say these
Menagerie.
things with them. Because I felt like I was one of them. And then, one day, there was a cave-in at the mines.
Go, son.
I was
Oh,
at
no.
school when the news broke. Apparently, one of the workers tripped while handling some agitated dust crystals. The explosion caused a chain reaction.
I don't know, this really humanizes Ilia. Well, it's sort of
Faunus.
ironic because of Faunus, but you know what I mean.
I lost control. Every inch of me turned blue as I wept. And suddenly,
Oh, that's
all
cool.
the girls that I'd laughed and played with were scared of me.
The way she threw Gamble's shroud there, it made me think of like a
I'm sorry.
what's it called, a batarang from like
Okay.
Batman or something. That was cool.
I broke their teeth.
She does still care for her.
What happened?
He got away. I'm sorry.
You actually let her get away. Oh. I actually like that. Ooh, more lake art. It's pretty cool. Not too far away from Volume 5. Maybe like a month and a bit now. It's crazy. I'm getting pretty excited. I'll leave that up there. But yeah, so that was a really good short in my opinion. Was not focused on combat, mostly like the other ones we got for RWBY and for Weiss. And the RWBY one I'm talking about is, of course, the Volume 4 with the Bangalogram. But those are all focused mostly on combat. And this is a lot more character development and storytelling. So I think that's really good. I also really like how, in a way, the White Fang have always had their grim masks, which it works really well to dehumanize them. You can't really see emotions or read the emotions on their face when they're wearing them a lot of the times. So like when Ilia showed up in Volume 4, like we didn't know who she was. People theorized that Blake knew her. Well, because she said her name. So she obviously did know her. But in a way, like, I don't know, like it was hard to, you didn't sympathize with her at all for anything because you didn't know who she was, couldn't really see her face. Even when the mask broke, I don't know, like there wasn't much to go on. But I really like how here they keep on showing sort of what's behind the mask in a way that sort of can make you sympathize with the different members of the White Fang. Not what they're doing is right by any means, but it really shows that things aren't completely black and white. Obviously, being in a terrorist organization isn't the answer, but I don't know. It just shows that there are reasons behind what they're doing, and I think since even though they've often discussed about the inhumane treatment against Faunus, but a lot of times haven't shown it much beyond, like for example, Cardin grabbing Velvet's ears in Volume 1. So it's always been talked about, but never really shown. And even here, it was only talked about. But I think, again, it did show more of that kind of treatment. But yeah, so I think it really sort of helps develop that area as well. Like I said earlier, the art is amazing as always. I thought even Blake's old outfit looked really good rendered in this new software. I think it's called Maya. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Maya they said it's called. That looked great again, and it looks a lot like more than just Blake and Ilia knowing each other from before. It looks like they were close friends. So that's really going to be interesting going forward, because from how it appears, it seems that Ilia is loyal to Adam still, which would make sense, because they were both under him in the White Fang originally. So I'm really curious to see how any more interactions between them will go in the upcoming Volume 5. Because she still seems... Well, it seems like they both care about each other still, even though they're now on opposite sides. Like, other than that, got to see Sun Semblance again. That's pretty cool. And it appears like this is set... Well, other than the flashback, it seems this is set post-Volume 4. sort of like Weiss's short. It was a flashback to before Volume 4, but she was thinking about it, like post, or like, let me correct myself there. It was a flashback to pre-Volume 1, but she was having that flashback post-Volume 4. And this is the same sort of thing here. The main events were happening post-Volume 4, while her flashback to her conversation with Ilia was in pre-Volume 1. So I think that's really cool how they're doing that. And I'm wondering if the Yang short will do something similar. But it looks very much like after they left us in Volume 4, Sun and Blake have been going after White Fang members that are known in Menagerie. So that's pretty cool. So they went after that one Faunus who had the revolver. That's the only reason I called him Faunus McCree, because the revolver. But yeah, so I think that'll be pretty cool. Overall, I'm very happy with this short. Again, I can't wait for the Yang one. I'm sort of curious when they're going to drop that. If it'll be later this month or the very beginning of next month. Because like I said earlier, there's only about a month and a week and a bit till Volume 5 drops. So yeah. So I'm really excited for all that. And as I said earlier, I did see this already, though I didn't pick up all the details when I was at the RWBY panel at Fan Expo Canada this past weekend. I actually got to meet Lindsay and Kara and Arryn and Barbara, so that was really cool. And they're very nice, as I expected. So yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I hope this, well, I don't know, the reaction probably wasn't that exciting because I wasn't really shocked by anything. But I hope my analysis was interesting enough. And if any of you are looking for my RWBY Chibi reactions, I should be recording those next, and we'll hopefully get them up soon. But yeah, anyway, have a great one, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.